Hey everyone, how's it going? It's JMit508, and today I got something a little bit different for you. No Gwent gameplay today. I decided I wanted to kind of start a small series on some personal development topics that will help both in your Gwent game and also in your personal lives itself. So the first topic is actually about goal setting. So one thing that I recently changed in how I view my long-term goals is building a bunch of smaller goals kind of like along the way. So let's take Gwent as an example. So your long-term goal might be win a Gwent Open. Okay, but you're down here. You're like all the way down here. And winning a Gwent Open is all the way up here. So how are you going to get up there? If you just like go in a straight line, you're like thinking, oh, path of least resistance, straight line. But if you think about it, if you're down here and you're trying to get up to the top here in a straight line, there's a good chance you're just gonna kind of tumble back down, and it's not really productive that way. So what I realized, I heard this from someone else in a different context, but it applies to Gwent as well, is you need to set a bunch of smaller step goals to get up there. So you have winning a Gwent Open up here. Okay, what's one step below that? Well, making it to day 2 of a Gwent Open. Okay, one more step down, qualifying for a Gwent Open, and down to top 16, top 64, 500, pro rank, etc., all the way down to where you are currently. And there's an example of this. Last month, my goal was to make it to pro rank. And so the next step up is, for this month, my goal is to make it to the top 500, so that way I stay in that pro rank. So that's my goal for this month, and then just keep pushing that goal one step at a time. And when you do this, you make it easier for yourself, for two reasons. The first one being, if you're always just trying to reach for that upper high goal, you might lose your motivation, and you might get in sort of like a depressed state of being like, oh, I'm never gonna make it, I can't do this. So if you set these much smaller goals as like steps up to it, you get that gratification of accomplishing your goal for that month or whatever time frame you're setting. And that's something that helps with your mindset and helps with everything, because you get that dopamine rush of feeling that accomplishment. And then the other thing is, it helps limit your downside risk. Like I said, if you're just trying to go in that straight line, straight path up, there's nothing to catch you except all the way back down. So if you make a mistake, then you can just fall back down because you lose your motivation. But if you have these steps, you have like definitive stopping points of where you can go back to. So like Gwent Ladder is a good example of this, because you have different sections where if you make it to that section, you will only fall back a certain amount of ranks. So like made it to pro rank, the farthest back you can go now for the next month is back to rank 3. So you have this backstop of where you can't keep going back down, and that's that step, because it's much harder to fall down steps if you're paying attention than it is to fall down a steep hill. So that's goal setting. That's how I view goal setting. And as another example of it, I was playing Magic Arena for quite a while, for about a year. We're just kind of putzing around, feeling kind of mopey because I was getting to gold, and I was like, maybe I could reach the mythic rank, which is the equivalent of pro rank kind of in Magic Arena. But every month I was just kind of playing and not really doing much and making it to gold. And then eventually I was like, okay, I just need to sit down and set these smaller goals for myself, otherwise I'll never make it up there. So that's what I did. So I was consistently making it to gold, so I was like, okay, next month I'm going to hit platinum. Then next month I'm going to hit diamond. And what I noticed with that is when I hit platinum, I got this like sense of relief, like, oh, I can just kind of relax and enjoy enjoy it even more. If I get higher, I get higher. Like the pressure is kind of like off. Whereas before it was like, man, I just need to keep going. I need to keep getting up to the high ranks, you know? But it's just like a weight is lifted off your shoulder when you reach your goal, because you're like, cool, I made my goal for the month. Now I can relax, and if I get any higher, that's great. That's great. It makes it easier next month for my next goal. Maybe I make multiple goals. And so like say you make it, your goal is to make it to rank 7 this month, and you hit rank 7 and you're on a roll. You keep going, you hit rank 3. You just passed off 2 goals. The steps. It's those steps. They just kind of, it's easier as you go. Anyway, that's all I really had to say today. Let me know down below what you think of this type of thing. I have some other ideas to bring to you. It's sort of like a new type of video series that I'm thinking of doing. Anyway, be sure to subscribe and like and leave a comment down below of what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you all next time.